First, I'd like to thank our many subscribers who have followed this project since we were just working on the breach, and also hopefully answer a few questions. I had been hoping to do this outdoors, but winter kind of caught up with us and didn't get to show any really more detail. But we have the same cannon here that we started to restore back in April. We now have a mount built for it and a little trailer that makes it easier to carry. The mount is completely fabricated here, but it's based on designs for rampart mounts used all over the British Empire. You can see these in Quebec. You can see them in forts in the United States. And of course, pretty much anywhere where the British military had a presence. They will allow the gun to pivot on a track, moving from side to side to aim it. And because the track itself is sloped, it absorbs recoil and returns the gun to firing position immediately after firing. A bunch of people have asked about this and what it is and speculated, and I've really appreciated all the insight. What we know about it is that it was recovered by Christian Cranmer at the International Military Antiques, and that he rescued it from the armories at Nepal. It's actually documented in his book, and it was believed to have come from the Northwest Territories of India, the British Raj, what would now be Pakistan, up along the Afghan border. These were originally Napoleon-type cannons cast in the Raj, so cast in India, and they were updated in the late 1890s after the British disaster at Isambulwana, and I apologize for mispronouncing that, which I always do. They were very concerned about mass attacks by native or indigenous troops up along the frontiers and in places ranging from Africa to Afghanistan during the Second Afghan War. Because they were looking for a quick solution for the problem, they took obsolete Napoleon cannons and the breeches were sawed off right along this line, and a new breech was screwed onto it, also made in the Raj, and done to an Armstrong or an Armstrong-Nordenfeld type patent, which is an interrupted screw breech. These are smooth bore. They are intended to work with cartridge and canister. In other words, they were a quick and dirty, very large shotgun that you could use along ramparts or fortifications. This has been fully restored. The breech now operates exactly as it should. You can see the interrupted screw mechanism. You can see the smooth bore. We'll try and get further up inside and let you see the bore in the mechanism. It runs on a firing pin. You can see the firing pin there. When the breech is closed, and I'll attempt to do it here, the screw turns and locks the gun, and then unlocks the gun with the interrupted screw. This little guy here is an interlock, keeps you from locking the screw. And then here you have the firing lanyard, which will fire the firing pin. So when it's closed, it locks, and pulling the lanyard fires the cannon. It would have been very fast, and it would have put a lot of shot downrange in a very short time. Again, I appreciate everybody's comments and all the terrific subscribers. I have a master's in military history and love this sort of restoration and hands-on history. So I really appreciate everybody's shared interest from across the world.